time to start thinking about holiday shopping. And if there's a gamer in your family, we know exactly what to get them. That's why we headed over to Sandia Computers. Good morning, Guru Stu. Good to see you again. Thanks for having us.
Glad to be here.
You're very busy. What's happening today?
Well, we're talking about video cards today and how important they are in your computer system for not just gaming, but also for web design, Photoshop, that sort of thing. And so we're going to actually talk a little bit about how important those cards are, and maybe it's the perfect Christmas gift for somebody.
Sure, and many of us have college students at home. Mary here is one.
Yes.
How is that going to help her?
Well, right now she's getting into Photoshop and doing some web design, as well as inserting pictures into her term papers and that sort of thing that she does, her projects. So having a good video card not only makes that happen a lot faster, but even when she's searching on the internet, those graphics, those motion pictures, those YouTube files, they all start up a lot faster and play a lot smoother with the proper video card.
That's great. Okay, and it looks like she's got lots of pictures on the other end. Annalie. And she went to Ireland recently.
She went to Ireland, had a wonderful time, and got some pictures. She's also done 1,700 slides that she has done on her old computer, and now she's ready to kind of step up that video card to make it to where she can now touch up those photos in a hair of a second, rather than taking a minute or two per picture to make it run
because it's
better.
kind of slowed things down for her, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
I see that you've got some set up here.
Yes, we've got different kinds of video cards that we're going to talk about right now for different kinds of computers and different kinds of needs that people have. If you just want to move it up to one step from what you currently have in your computer, now you have to understand a lot of Dells, a lot of HPs have these proprietary motherboards where they don't even have a slot to even upgrade your video. You're using just the video that's on the motherboard. And you'll find that mostly in the cheaper computers. But in the nicer computers, like the ones we build here, and some of the custom ones that you might have already at home, you would have slots where you would be able to upgrade to these different kinds of cards.
Now, what are the differences here?
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about that. For somebody who's just wanting to move up to do some little bit of Photoshop, you know, a little bit of video editing, that sort of thing, we have what they call passive cooling cards, and these are cards that don't have a fan on them. As you can see, this one does not have any fan, which means it doesn't necessarily get real hot.
So someone that's just looking to do the basics.
You do the basics, but a step up from what they got right now.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, like this big monster that you see right here, they do 1 trillion calculations per second. So when you're doing work like AutoCAD or high-end gaming, or even doing some real high-end video work, converting all your VHS tapes to videos and that sort of thing to DVDs, these kind of cards, not only do they run a little bit warmer because they have their own fans on them, but they require an exact power supply to be plugged in right into it and even to make it work. So a little bit different power supply may be required in your machine in order to make some of these cards work. But no matter what your needs are, we have the cards here at Sandia Computers to fit your needs so that you don't spend more than you need, you don't spend less than you need.
And you get what you need.
You get what you need, and you don't have to worry about it.
So if someone has a question, Guru Stu, and they come in and say, yeah, I don't really know what to
Our
look
sales
for.
team here are also technicians. They know exactly if you just describe what you're going to do with it, they'll tell you what to do with it. And also our service department is excellent when they call you on the phone while they're upgrading your machine. They may say it might be a good idea to upgrade your video card at that time.
Okay, so come on down to Sandia Computers. Great holiday gifts.
Great holiday gifts and great a video card. You betcha.
Right. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Sandia Computers is located at 3625 Wyoming Northeast. Their phone number is 332-7777.